In this video, we will learn to factor a difference of squares. First, let's multiply x plus 2 times x minus 2. X times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. 2 times x is positive 2x. And 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. If we add the middle terms, negative 2x and positive 2x is 0. So our answer will be x squared minus 4. Now, the reason that this middle term added to be 0 is because we had one positive and one negative of the same number. So in general, when we have an expression in the form a squared minus b squared, which is a difference of two perfect squares, we can factor this as a plus b times a minus b. Just like x squared minus 4 could be factored as x plus 2 times x minus 2, where x is the square root of x squared and 2 is the square root of 4. Here's an example. Let's factor 4x to the second power minus 25. Now first we have to recognize that this is in the form a squared minus b squared because we're subtracting two perfect squares. In other words, we have a difference of two squares. So let's figure out what are our a and b values. The a value is the square root of 4x squared, which is 2x. And the b value is the square root of 25, which is 5. Now, according to the difference of squares formula, this will equal to 2x plus 5, which is a plus b, times 2x minus 5, which is a minus b. Now, quick check. Let's see that if this is correct. 2x times 2x is 4x to the second power. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. 5 times 2x is positive 10x. 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. Negative 10x and positive 10x is 0. So this equals to 4x squared minus 25, which was the original expression. Now again, this works because 4x squared is a perfect square, so we'll get the same terms, 2x and 2x. Negative 25 is a perfect square, but because it's negative, we get one positive and one negative, which leads the middle term to add to 0. Let's look at another example. Let's factor 32x to the third power minus 98x. First step to any factoring problem is to look for the greatest common factor and factor it out. In the case of 32x to the third power and negative 98x, they both have a common factor of 2 and x. So our GCF would be 2x. In the parentheses, if you divide 32x cubed by 2x, 32 divided by 2 is 16, x cubed divided by x is x squared, 98 divided by 2 is 49, and x divided by x is 1. So this gives us 2x times the quantity 16x squared minus 49. This is a squared minus b squared. This is a difference of two squares. So the a value is a square root of 16x squared, which is 4x, and the b value is a square root of 49, which is 7. So according to our formula, this will equal to 4x plus 7 times 4x minus 7. And I will leave you to check this, multiply this to verify that it does give you the original expression. The next example, let's factor 27x to the fifth power minus 12x cubed. First, let's factor out the GCF, or the greatest common factor. Between 27 and 12, the biggest number that can divide them both is 3, and between x to the fifth and x cubed, we can take out an x cubed. To determine what's left in the parentheses, we divide each of these terms by 3x cubed. 27 divided by 3 is 9. X to the fifth divided by x cubed is x squared. 12 divided by 3 is 4, so it's negative 4. X cubed divided by x cubed is 1. Once again, we have a difference of squares. So we will write our a and b terms. A is 3x, which is the square root of 9x squared, and b is 2, the square root of 4. So this will equal to 3x plus 2 times 3x minus 2. A plus b times a minus b. Next example, let's factor b to the fourth minus 16. So we have a difference of squares, but we still need our a and b values. So our a value is the square root of b to the fourth, which is b squared, and our b value is the square root of 16, which is 4. So this equals to b squared plus 4 times b squared minus 4. Now, b squared plus 4 is a sum of squares, so we can't apply the difference of squares formula. But b squared minus 4, this is also a difference of squares because two perfect squares are being subtracted. So the b squared plus 4, we can't factor that any further, but the b squared minus 4, we can factor this as b plus 2 times b minus 2. Since the square root of b squared is b, square root of 4 is 2, so we get b plus 2 times b minus 2, and this is our factored form.